it seems like every time you think this whole X-Men 97 disaster could get, just a little more disturbing, it keeps getting worse. It's like always something new coming out to make you go, oh my God, they're gonna destroy this hill. You're really gonna wonder what in God's name these people are thinking, wanting to do these things. I mean, I came across this article on Fandom Pulse. And I figured, let me try to go through it with you. But actually, this is it here from Fandom Pulse. X-Men 97 Morph actor JP Kaliak is an LGBTQ activist and founder of Queer Vox voice casting. Now, I haven't read this. As I am doing this video here, this is the first time I'm reading this because I just came across this and I was like, okay, maybe the article is going to talk about something that might put my ears to rest or something. But I just don't have any faith in this thing anymore, to be honest. I can kind of tell where this is going, but let's see what's going to happen with this. It seems like we can't go a day without some new controversy rearing its ugly head for the upcoming Disney Plus show X-Men 97. Yes, apparently we can't. Despite a promising start where showrunner Bo DeMaio proclaimed that he would not allow people to work on the show if they weren't already a fan of the X-Men, we have since seen signs of woke modernizing and activism seeping through. Yeah, when he first said that you have to be a fan of it, I was like, okay, man, maybe we might get something good. And he went on to talk about how this show is about his experience as a black gay man. I was like, what in God's name, that doesn't have to do with anything. And then we got the whole Morph thing, and I just kept getting worse. But what's become more concerning is that the voice actor for Morph, a character who was not very well known prior to the recent media blitz surrounding his gender identity, is being voiced by JP Kaliak, a gay voice actor and founder of Queer Vox. I have no idea what Queer Vox is. What is Queer Vox? Okay, well, now we'll find out, but I really don't know. From their own mission statement, they are a non-profit organization providing training and professional support for LGBTQIA+. What letters they really need? Voice actors in the entertainment industry while advocating for equitable opportunities and authentic representation in voice performance work. Yeah, that does not fill me with any kind of at all. All right. Listed under what we do, there is a bullet point of 3 objectives, but their top priority is working with casting agencies and industry professionals to encourage authentic representation of alphabet community characters in voice acting and identify equitable and diverse employment opportunities. So let me just break that down for you one time. What they do is go and bully companies into hiring these people because they want some representation nonsense, and then act like, well, if you don't hire this person for something, we're going to make your life a living hell online because that's the only place that these people have any kind of power whatsoever. It doesn't fill you with any kind of hope at all. Because, let me just say, there was a time when you hired people based on their ability. If somebody was good, they were hired. If somebody wasn't good, they weren't hired. That was it. You hired based on somebody's capability, on their qualifications, whatever stuff like that. Now we live in this world where we have people so terrified of being labeled as some kind of ace or this or whatever and the other, that if they say, if we don't hire this person, we're going to be this or that. Or you have companies like Disney, where they literally go out there and say that, 50% of their work, well, whatever, have to be this, or have to be that, or have to be the other. Why? Alright, let's go on. Their other objectives are providing professional voiceover classes through the Queer Vox Academy, addressing topics from animation and video games to home studios and gender-affirming vocal work, and maintaining an active free directory of alphabet community voiceover talent accessible to casting directors and agents. Again, what does it matter if a person's sexual orientation has to do with anything? But these people, that's their entire identity. Who they jump in bed with is their entire identity. That must be everything and anything about them. That is it. That is it. You must ask nothing else. You must do anything else. No, that's everything that must be about them. Nothing else. That's what you're supposed to sit there and enjoy about this. God, I don't know. J.P. Kaliak had previously spoke about Queer Vox and his voice activism, of course activism, during an interview with his alma mater USC. Okay? While discussing Masters of the Universe, J.P. Kaliak stated that watching He-Man was like seeing Bugs Bunny in drag, which was as queer as you could get. What? Watching He-Man was like seeing Bugs Bunny in drag, which was as queer as you could get. Well, how in God's name do you... But what? Oh my God, boy. Hey, this is... All right, let me continue on. As disturbing as that statement is, J.P. Kaliak would go on to elaborate that this inspired his desire to eventually see himself in a superhero cartoon. What's more disturbing is his desire to see LGBTQ content pushed further into children's television programming and video games. You see this shit that is getting me vexed. You all hear this nonsense that is getting me vexed. You targeting children. This is the kind of sick shit that is talking about. It piss me off when it comes to these people. This is it. You sitting there opening it that you want more of this nonsense pushed into children television and programming and video games to try and brainwash children. This is why when I did that video about this guy Tim Sheridan talking about about all this content he's pushing into his comic books, it's to try and affect people's mind. You have to understand. The literal Gen Z generation today or whatever are so easily influenced by everything. And then all you have to do is push on that, and then they will just hop onto that and go with it. That's what these people want. They want to control behavior. And this guy is literally admitting what he wants to push this on to children. Oh my God, who would hire this person? This is what he continued on to say. Today's animated shows and video games feature far more LGBTQ plus characters than they once did. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's because all these people who make this content are so chicken shit and they're terrified of you, or the companies have been infiltrated by a bunch of activists who just as mind warped as you are. Continues on. It was so cool. Those characters were emerging on the screen. That representation can provide an infusion of hope and a feeling of belonging for kids. What child is interested in this? What child? I don't understand why somebody would hire this person, you know. But I'm sitting here reading this and my skin is starting to crawl. You're literally going after children and then acting like, this is supposed to be okay. Apparently this is the individual here, surrounded by books with children. Oh my God. Yeah. He would further complain about how heterosexual and non-gender confused voice actors were essentially stealing roles from the LGBTQ community. We've all seen movies with cisgender and straight actors portraying queer roles competently or very well. but they are effectively depriving a queer person of making a living in this industry and earning wealth telling their own stories. How about you just actually go to audition for a show and you be picked based on your talent, not who you just lie down in bed with. How about that? But no, this is what happens now. Everything boils down to these people's sexuality. That is it. You must hire them based on that. And forgive me if I may be mistaken. Somebody could very well correct me, but I highly doubt that I am. Is it not illegal to not hire people based on their race, gender, sexual orientation, or whatever? But no, you're out there saying that, you know what, you should hire this person because of this. So it's illegal not to hire them, but you should hire them based on this fact. I think they wrap it up here very nicely at the end of this line here. If there was any hope for this show to be faithful to its origin, I think we can put that to rest. Why they would hire this person, blue hair weirdo as Joy? Why would they hire this person who actively wants to push content towards children to confuse and literally indoctrinate them into this madness? And this is the person who you have doing the voice for Morph. This person is openly admitting that they are a straight up activist for all this alphabet community madness. I mean, it was actually said that here, watching He-Man was like seeing Bugs Bunny in drag, which was as queer as you could get. And then you go on to say that, you know, you want to push all of this nonsense further into children's television programming and video games because they know if they could mind warp children early, this is what they were getting. I say this nonsense needs to stop. You want to put this blue hair sicko to play Morph and then push this nonsense, and then you expect this show to have any kind of hope for anything. Yeah, at this point, this whole flicking thing, this absolutely disturbs me. Reading this article was really, really disturbing. Really disturbing. This whole thing, you should have never hired this person. Never hired them at all. This is really sick. Really, really sick. Your thoughts on this disturbing disgustingness, and if you have a different opinion, sure, I'd love them to hear it, but you know what? Now, just subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell to notify every time I upload a new video, and I shall see you all next time. Good God, boy. No.